Hi guys! So today's video is going to be a continuation of my anticipated releases for 2018. I broke this up into part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is talking about the anticipated YA releases, and today's video is talking about my anticipated adult releases. Jumping right into it, one of the books I'm very excited for is the second book in the Villains series by V.E. Schwab. The first book is Vicious and the second book is Vengeful. The release date, I couldn't find an exact date for it, but it is projected to come out in September, so it's a little ways away, but still, it's coming out in 2018. For a long time, this was considered a standalone. It is V.E. Schwab's first adult book, and it follows a character and his friend who found out they might have the ability to get these awesome powers if they have near-death, or essentially death experiences where they're dead for a moment and then come back to life. The format of the book is quite interesting because it is multiple perspectives, but it's also multiple timelines, so we kind of are getting everything pieced together bit by bit. You don't really know what's going on, you don't know why the character is where they are and how everything went wrong, so it's kind of very convoluted, and it's really fun to see how it all comes together near the end. There were definitely hints that there could be a sequel by the end of this, but V.E. Schwab, I mean, it wasn't really confirmed for a long time, but I went to an author signing of hers and she's like, yeah, I have some plans for a sequel. Ever since then, I've been waiting for the sequel to this book to come out. Next up is another book that does not have an exact release date. In fact, I don't even think it has a release month, but it's anticipated to come out next year. I'm very excited for it, and that would be the next book in the Mistborn series. For those of you that are kind of confused, the way the Mistborn series is set up is there is first era and second era, and the first era books are all done. It's a trilogy, you can read them on their own, and they're done. And then there's the second era books that are very heavily influenced by the first era, so if you haven't read the first era, I don't recommend picking up the second era because there's going to be a lot of things that are pretty confusing. That being said, the second era books do take place in the same world, it's just a different time, and it does have the same magic system. But the next one is supposed to be the last book in the second era, and I'm currently reading these right now and I'm loving them. I don't love them as much as the first era, I'll admit, because those like ripped my heart out, and I have a fondness for things that just bring me emotional pain. But these are still absolutely fantastic, and I am very excited to get my hands on that last one. Next up, not surprising, I am talking about Witcher by Andrzej Sapkowski, and you guys know I love the Witcher series, just like Mistborn. I talk about it all the time, but this one actually is not complete yet. The end of the main series, which is Lady of the Lake, is already translated into English, but the English translation for Season of Storms isn't out yet, and it is coming out in April. Next up is a book that I am so excited for, and it comes out next month. It comes out January 16th, and I'm actually going to get it early because I'm going down to California to go to the release party, and I'm gonna meet Pierce Brown, and that would be the next book in the Red Rising series called Iron Gold. This series is actually science fiction, and it follows a character named Darrow who lives in a very futuristic world where there is a hierarchy of people and classes broken up by color. Reds are part of the low colors, they are extremely mistreated, and then there are golds who are the highest of the high, and in the first book, Darrow is trying to infiltrate the golds and tried to break apart the entire system. The first 3 books are actually their own trilogy, and then the next one that comes out is supposed to be kind of like a second trilogy. It's the first book in another set. So the events of the first 3 take place within a certain time period, and then the next ones start like 10 years after. I really loved the conclusion of these, and so I was a little hesitant when I found out there was going to be another one because I just thought that the third one was a great ending. And I don't know, I was a little afraid it was going to be milked, you know, and like wouldn't be as good. But then when I was reading the synopsis of the next one and Pierce Brown's plans for it, I was like, I should just trust the guy because it sounds amazing. I think it's going to be kind of like with Mistborn, where there's first era, second era. It's going to be kind of the same deal, and I'm very pumped for it. If you guys are interested in hearing more about any of these series, I do have book reviews for all of them, so I'll have those linked down below. And if you are interested in seeing what my anticipated releases are for the YA category, I have another video detailing all of that, so I'll have that linked as well. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the little bell icon to get notified when I post new videos, and check out some more of my videos right over here. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know your guys' anticipated releases for next year, and I will see you later. Bye.